Is gender a relevant factor for an educational career in clean energy transition? Yes and no. Hi, this is Faye from ETH Zurich. I'm going to talk about under which circumstance is gender relevant or not in my education journey. Let me start by introducing a little bit on my education experience first. Now I'm a final year PhD researcher doing energy system modeling. Energy system modeling in this field, 90% of the people I know are male. Every time I go to a conference, I often end up being the only female on the table or in a Zoom call. I even got a thank you message from a conference organizer for being the only female speaker at an energy modeling session. It seems that they were trying very hard to improve gender imbalance, but there was simply no submission from female researchers, at least at that time. I've also been the only female in my research group for almost 2 years. Although our group asks every applicant to remove their gender or nationality in the application on purpose, again, there are not many female applicants. Where do all my female peers go? I have been observing the relationship between gender imbalance and higher educational degrees, especially in our energy field. It seems that we have a quite balanced gender and even more women in undergraduate and master's programs. I have taught and supervised many talented female students. When grading their modeling assignments, I can only feel the same quality, the same passion from them, regardless of any gender difference. But when you climb further up the academic ladder, the female percent just suddenly drops. In fact, it's very rare to find a female doctoral researcher or tenure track professor in our field. To be honest, I've only met a handful of them in my entire PhD. Out of all the energy system modelers in Europe. This striking gender imbalance shows that gender does play a role in influencing how people choose their major or career, especially further up the academic ladder. Therefore, to answer the question, is gender a relevant factor for the education in clean energy transition? My first answer would be yes, at least in the field of energy system modeling. But what about a career in academia? How does academia respond to that? My second answer will be that gender is not that relevant now for being a doctoral researcher. Actually, there are more support from the academia to help us do so. How so? Career-wise, as I've mentioned before, for instance, applicants are not supposed to mention their gender when applying to a PhD or postdoc position. In my experience, both at ETH Zurich and at TU Delft that I'm visiting right now, during the PhD period, there are quite many career building programs for female scientists to pair with a senior buddy or find alumni role models for more personal career advice. For instance, we have the Fix the Leaky Pipeline at ETH and Delft Women in Science and at TU Delft, etc. After graduation, there are also female-only tenure-track positions like the Delft Technology Fellowship or the Hypatia program at University of Twente. Life-wise, there are children daycare centers on campus. One of my colleagues drops her baby there every day before work, just next to our office building. You can also get the family allowance when moving to a new institution with your kids. To conclude, I do think gender is a relevant factor in influencing how people choose their major, but it is less so for pursuing a doctorate degree in my experience, with all the career programs and support from the universities, which males they don't have. I feel quite lucky being a female PhD researcher, and I do encourage you to do so. Maybe one day we can improve the female representation further up the academic ladder by first encouraging more of you to pursue a PhD degree in clean energy transition and modeling field.